Okay, so now if you're thinking flat screen, there are two kinds of flat screen TVs, plasmas and LCDs. So, and they have some pros and cons. In general though, plasmas give the best picture. This is an example of a plasma. It has the deepest colors, the blackest blacks,
Is it sharpness? Or is it, explain?
No, it's a matter of depth of color. The
Okay.
reds are really red and the blues are really blue. And when something moves fast across the screen, plasmas are really good at keeping up with the motion and not blurring.
Okay.
Those are some of the
So
major
no
advantages.
distortion.
LCDs are best when you have a really, really bright room with windows all around. There are reasons because plasmas have glass fronts, and so windows behind or windows all around might show reflections on the TV.
So this unit that we're talking about now, you mentioned, you know, it's in a frame, so that's a little bit of a, I guess, a personal preference.
Right.
And where does the sound come out? Because I mean, I am seeing the speakers.
Yeah, if you do have a frame, if that's an option you'd like to, so that when it's off it looks a lot less like a TV. If you frame a TV, that means you've got to find speakers somewhere else than the TV.
I see.
So for example, here we'd have speakers
On either side.
on either side, or in the wall, or somewhere hidden in the room.
And just give us a ballpark. Is this like a really expensive one? Is this a moderate price? I mean, what are the differences?
Well, there are a wide range of.
It's like buying a
TV
car,
pro-
you know,
That's
like
right.
you can
There's
get.
ranges from Yugos to BMWs, and this one happens to be this is a Fujitsu, and it's among the very best plasmas made, and therefore this is a 50-inch Fujitsu, so it's in the range of $5,000 or $6,000. The least expensive 50-inch TVs can be as little as about $1,900, $1,700, for example, from Panasonic. So.
One of the other things that we've talked about also is, you know, as important as the picture is the partner of the sound. And that's another thing that you guys are real experts in, is really, you know, customizing not just the unit where you're seeing the visuals, but also the entire experience. Is that correct?
Sound is critical. I mean, it is. It makes the difference between just watching TV and really having a fun experience that really engulfs you and makes you really excited that you're watching a show. There's actually two big parts that people don't often think about in any home theater, and one is the sound. The better sound system we can figure out for you in terms of placement and the speakers themselves and the equipment needed to drive that. That's all important. It makes the difference between, as I said, between just watching TV and feeling like you're there and a part of the action. The other main thing is control. It's so critical that, as you can imagine, if you have speakers and a TV and a DVD player and a cable box, you often end up with 5 or 6 remotes. And then when that happens, most people in the family, except for the 12-year-old boys, can't use the system. And everyone gets frustrated. So we're really work at, in any system we design, getting everything down to one remote control where you push one button that says, for example, watch a movie. Everything turns on, everything sets to the right settings, and you don't have to do anything but just push one button and enjoy what you're playing.
That is reason enough, because if you can eliminate the headache and get to the pleasure, that seems like what it's all about.
It's a huge thing. We go to so many houses where everyone's sort of forgotten how to work the system, and it's such a shame because people put money into these. I mean, none of this is cheap. Even if you're looking around for bargains, nothing's cheap, and then it doesn't really get used to its best advantage, or doesn't get used that often because no one can remember how to do anything but watch, you know, regular TV.
Oh, that's crazy. Yes.
We're in beautiful downtown Wilmette, Illinois, at the corner of Green Bay Road and Wilmette Avenue. So downtown Wilmette. Our phone number is 847-256-1882, and our website is thebigpicturestore.com.